This isn't life! Well, howdy doody.
Hello, hello, hello. Another
Howdy.
week and another show.
What's this week?
27 weeks we've been doing this show.
We've been doing this for
I just
so...
guessed it.
It feels like 127 weeks.
Yeah, it feels
127 hours, boys.
Yeah, I'll cut my
years.
arm off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's
For
been
absolutely
weeks,
no
so you
reason.
just become a torso.
Yeah. No, it's,
We'll start calling you Matt.
I can't believe we've not been banned. I can't believe we've not been banned yet.
I know. Well, they can't demonetize us because we don't earn any money.
There's no one listening.
No, but we can be we can be blacklisted.
That is true. We could
Like
be
David
cancelled.
Icke,
The
mate.
aim, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's the
could be
aim.
cancelled.
You can't-
Well,
What have I got to say to get us listed? Like, I say shit every week that I think surely that'll be enough now. surely they'll take us off air now, but they don't. So
It's all in the editing. It's all in the editing. I cover a lot. But
Thanks,
if you
Alex.
wanted
Alex is
unedited stuff,
sweating every time he's editing.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
God,
Can't say
I've
that.
got
Can't say
2
that.
hours of shit to cut. Oh my God.
But if you wanted it unedited, there is always the Patreon that is coming soon, isn't there?
That's it. We've special access.
Yeah.
There'll be some
Guests.
some extra funny people on here.
Yeah,
We'll even we'll do you like birthday messages if you want.
yeah,
you like, you wanna
shout outs,
You
yeah.
mug your mate off or
free
something. We'll do it.
roasts. Yeah.
Yeah, something for your wedding. If you're getting married and you want us,
Yeah.
to shout out, do your little speech, we could do that, couldn't we?
Yeah, if you're getting married but you've got no mates, we can also stand in and like we'll go to any stag do abroad
Yeah.
or UK as well.
But on the
So-
condition,
That
on
we
condition
get
is a
paid
free
for.
bar and a free bar.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
that's
cool.
standard.
Really?
isn't it?
We're allowed to just keep going up.
Yeah,
I'd also like to plug a little thing. If anyone needs a little jingle made, I'd like to put myself forward because I in fact made the jingle for
You
This
did.
Isn't Life.
you did.
So
Yeah,
You did make the
and
jingle.
you're a very
any cheap
musically
shit like
talented
that, I
guy.
can make.
Yeah.
You're
I
very-
wouldn't say that.
You are. Don't sell yourself short, Will.
I
But the
basically just
reason
hit keys like a monkey.
I think the reason we need to get on the Patreon to earn
Make
a little bit of moolah,
Yeah.
not because we're
Yeah,
skint,
don't
but it
feel
might
like
make
we're
us,
Well,
might make us a little bit more professional, mightn't
Might
it?
make us
Because
funnier.
well, there is that, but I think professionalism. Because I mean, last week we forgot to pass the baton, didn't we?
we've done it
But
a few times now.
What
yeah,
we need is a little checklist
very-
of stuff to
we
talk
do.
about and
we do. That's not a
release
bad
little-
idea.
little post-its to make sure we're on the right
Yeah.
I
track.
think the
But-
pod, it's become a chore now, isn't it? Rather than something fun. I dread
Yeah.
every Tuesday when I drive home from work. I'm thinking, should I just steer into another oncoming car so I haven't got to do it?
Driving to Central Reservation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you
in the
do
morning on the way to
intensive care when
work,
you open your window.
on the morning on the
Open
way
your
to
eyes
work,
and see us.
I drive all the way to work with my eyes closed. Now on Tuesdays, I drive back with my eyes closed as well. Yet not hit anything. So
Yeah.
You must be good, man. You must be good.
But we spoke about it, didn't we? That we forgot. And
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Will, you have been passed the
Yeah.
baton, the left behind, forgotten baton.
I've
Yeah.
been in a bag of shit today.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's been
And
sort of
that's
left
okay.
behind and forgotten about, like the
Anne
people
Frank's diary.
No, like the people in the bottom of that sub. You don't hear about that anymore, do you?
No.
Was that a bit
No,
much?
no,
Was it?
No, you
Was that a
don't.
bit
Do you know what
much?
their
No,
favourite
well,
favourite
actually
band is? Crush.
No, man. Jesus.
Speaking
Under
of being
the
crushed
sea.
to death, I would like to lead us on to our story today.
Oh, that was that
Oh.
weren't even planned either. That was superb.
We
Oh.
just
That was
flow. Sometimes
unbelievable.
we just flow.
Like a
So-
run over doll. You know
Yeah.
when they get all their
Near
like
enough.
like their faces were like crushed in. Like if you was to get like a baby Annabelle and just smash its face, like you just like push it in and it all caves in. That's
Well,
what
have
the
you got a baby Annabelle?
All right, Sid from Toy Story, you fucking lunatic. Jesus Christ.
Why has he got a baby doll? That's what I want to know.
Well, no, that's what
I
it would look like though. Do you know what I mean?
That's basically what he said, wasn't it, Josh?
What are we talking about? The people in the submarine or what?
Yeah.
No.
Crushed.
Oh
don't-
no,
don't.
Alex, no, there'd be nothing left of them at all. They'd be like a small little, just a puff of blood in the ocean. That's
Yeah.
it, mate. That's
Yeah.
mate. That's actually nuts. But
Yeah.
also,
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
when you see something that was made, handmade as well, and they were doing up the nuts and bolts by hand, I'm not getting in that.
Mm.
I'm not getting
Yeah.
in that. You've
I
done that
wouldn't
with a
get in the
wrench,
submarine
mate.
anyway.
I've just watched you do that up with a Black & Decker wrench. I'm not getting in that, mate. I don't care how much. Like, I'm not doing it.
How was I supposed
So-
to get?
What
How was I
torque
supposed to
settings
do
do you set those bolts to? Torque settings?
it? Yeah.
Talk.
Why are you
Fancy,
using a
fancy.
screwdriver for a nut?
I'm not even talking.
Yeah, talking shit.
Sir, this is made out of plywood.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, I 3D printed it, sir.
It's that guy that is it Billy Mays who like you remember that
Billy
tape they were
Mays
selling?
here.
Billy Mays
Oh,
here
Flex
selling that
Seal.
tape. Yeah, flex, flex tape. Yeah. Just whack some of that on it.
He would saw a boat in half and then tape it together.
But it worked every
It's
time.
fine.
That's
It
what's
did,
nuts about
it
it.
did.
That's what they should have done.
Yeah.
you know what
he
was
made
funny?
all sorts, didn't he? Flex
Sorry,
glue, flex.
Or at least sold it anyway. Yeah,
Yeah.
Sniffed
Don't
it.
think he made it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that
Flex
this
gear!
man's mad. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy.
But
It's
let's
crazy.
hear your
I
crushing
was
story.
going to go off another tangent now, but fair enough. Yeah, let's stick to it. Maybe I'll keep that story for later.
Yeah.
So on the crushing theme, things collapsing on people or imploding, not necessarily imploding, but certainly falling on things.
This isn't life!
This podcast is sponsored by Dubby. Dubby was formulated to give you all the energies, all the focus, with no jitters or crash.
Yeah, I mean, we are talking no sugars, no calories, no maltodextrin, and no artificial colours.
You get 30 servings in every tub, and it comes in over 8 different flavours. But you know what else is sick about them? Their merch. T-shirts, hoodies and stickers, all on their website. Go check them out now.
And when you're on the website, type in "This Isn't Life" for 10% off your whole basket total.
This isn't life!
Crushed to death by his own porn stash.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
Okay.
Oh
yeah.
no.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
having a guess?
Yes, mate, of course.
So people may have noticed that last week that if you mention a certain
Not even tabloids.
news tabloid,
Yeah.
it's now
Garbage.
a gagging noise for Josh's pleasure.
Yeah. Well, it should be for everyone's pleasure, really.
Well.
Unless you're a Tory, then f*** you in that case. Don't listen to my podcast. But you know, is it the? Is
It
it
is the
It's not actually.
Okay,
Oh.
Alex.
is it the Mirror?
No,
Sport.
it's the Sunday Sport. It is.
Are they part? Are they part of the?
Oh, they're probably all part. They're probably Rupert Murdoch's Empire, aren't they? Bring it down, boys. Bring it down.
So hang on. He was crushed by a porn stash, and they've put it in basically a porn newspaper. He's been crushed by his creators, hasn't he?
Is Sunday Sport one of them dirt ones
turned
where
on
it's
him.
just like tits
Yeah.
and
Yeah, there's no sport in it. It's no news.
There is a lovely lady to the left here.
that's our bread and butter. That newspaper.
That's it, yeah.
Don't bite the hand that feeds.
Derogatory
That's it, yeah.
newspaper for derogatory people.
I like the way like reading the buttons across the top. It's got like horoscopes, crosswords, funeral notices.
Amateur Asian, BDSM,
Yeah.
Just
BBW.
at the top.
yeah.
That's it.
Public upskirt nudity.
Yeah, that's for the Japanese branch.
God, they love it, don't they? Eel-eating bastards, mate.
So yeah, crushed to death by his own porn stash. 2 tons of adult mags fell through Tom's ceiling.
Jesus,
God,
2
I don't know.
tons.
Tom.
2
Where were they being
tons.
stored? What, in his loft or in his bedroom?
They were in his loft. Yeah, there's a little caption here. It says "Slow Death, UK's top porn collector Tom."
But he was a
Crushed to death.
collector. I think there's a
Apparently
difference
he's a
between.
collector. He's
I think
sitting
there's
there
a-
like a scholar, right, with his like an Adidas tracksuit on. He's got, like, his
Lonsdale
fingers crossed and he's-
slip-ons.
He's sitting like he should be surrounded by some very, like the Odyssey or like George Orwell's 1984, some stuff like that, some real academic works and stuff like that. Karl Marx.
Yeah, can you imagine him going on Dickinson's
Nietzsche.
real deal? Like, and he comes up. Well, this one here is a very nice article. And he opens the page. He's like, and you see her breasts here. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, and you got David
judging the
Dickinson going.
sides.
Do you know what though? There is something to be said about I think even I know I'm a little bit older than you guys, but I think even I've only ever seen porn mags in
Woods. Always in the woods.
My dad's car or the woods.
Why are they always in the woods?
Because where else are you gonna stand with your mates in a circle and have a wank all together where you can't be seen? What a ridiculous question.
But they are like magazine pages discarded in the woods. Why?
They always next to like a can of Foster's where you've all shared it and stuff. I don't know. I've
so
never done
weird.
it myself. Yeah,
So weird.
We've grown up. Yeah, but
speaking like you have, mate.
before
There's
technology,
a can of
mate,
Foster's there.
I imagine that
all
was
of
the
that.
same as like sending a porn video in WhatsApp. That's like the old school version of it.
Yeah.
In the group.
To leave the house. Yeah.
Yeah, the whole group has to go and view it at one time, and it's like WhatsApp group,
Yeah.
but in real life.
Look what
Now-
I got. Look what I got. Pulls it off out his bag. Ooh.
I will admit.
Asian beaver.
I will admit for not and it's not in a porn way, not like a porn addiction way, but I have still got old Nuts, Front and Stuff magazines in the loft because they are you don't get them anymore. They're probably worth money. That's why I kept them. I didn't keep
They're
them
not really
for
porn, are they? They've just got tits in them.
Yeah, they weren't the ones that were covered by the grey bag on the top shelf.
No, not Razzle.
No.
Shout out Razzle, mate. Shout out bored housewives 60 plus, mate.
God, can you imagine? Like you go to the shop for your kid, and your kid's like, "Oh, can you get me some Frazzles? Get me some Frazzles." Comes back with a porn magazine. Like,
Yeah, Razzle.
"Hey, mate. Yeah. Oh, what's this? What's this, Dad? What you got me?" I asked for a packet of crisps.
You got me something so much better.
Yeah.
Should he?
Exactly. Go on, Will. I'm intrigued.
Yeah. Put a beer, please, Dad.
Yeah.
Right.
Look at the jugs on this.
Get your laughing gear around that.
So, are we ready?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Let's take this journey. So yeah, 2 tons of adult mags fell through Tom's ceiling. Newly mag-loving Tom Barker was killed when his massive collection of vintage porn mags fell through his bedroom ceiling and crushed him.
Jesus.
There we are.
I
So
mean-
it did fall through his ceiling.
Would you not see the signs of the weight? Would you not see the sign? Like 2 ton is a
The
lot.
bowing.
Would you not even? Well, yeah, bowing. Like the plaster would come off. Like you would surely see signs of
Yeah.
deterioration before that's caved in. Like that's not happened overnight.
No, yeah, that's it. That's a lot
Right.
of weight in it. That's a lot of
I
weight.
mean, yeah, but
It's like having a mini
surely.
gym upstairs.
Imagine how
How-
many terabytes of porn he's got on his computer if he's got 2 tons of paper.
I'm not sure he's
But-
still here, mate. to
No,
be
but
honest.
how? Do you know what the question is? Now I'm no architect, right, or builder for that matter. But even I would know if you've got something that's 2 ton and you could spread it out, you're putting it above you. You spread that shit out. Don't put it in one concentrated place. Like,
Yeah,
that's
of course.
insane.
Yeah, it's just
course.
knowing the physical limitations of things.
But
isn't
how
it?
much
Back
is
to
2
back to
tons?
the what sits up the bum.
Can you even
Um,
imagine? Can you even imagine 2
Just
ton
how
of
not to do it.
magazine?
I mean,
Like how many that would be?
an old Mini Cooper. Imagine I'm an old Mini Cooper. Yeah, the old school like I always
Yeah,
call them
yeah.
Dennis the Menace cars because they remind me of Dennis the Menace for some reason.
Right.
That's a ton. One of those. is
So
a ton.
2 minis.
2 old school 80s minis.
That is like that's got to be over 1,000
But
magazines.
also, is it all placed above his room?
That's what
Well,
I'm
it must be.
saying.
Because
It must
surely
be.
that's
He must have a tiny loft.
just one bedroom.
Right, that's
2
like-
bedrooms now, though, isn't it?
Oh, you didn't want
We-
this wall knocking down.
We can't use him, can we? He's dead.
No, exactly.
Don't matter how many
Exactly.
bedrooms it is.
Right.
Okay.
They've
alright.
depreciated in value with bloodstains on them.
Yeah. Bloodstains and
Story
semen.
behind him, you never know.
It's like New York CSI.
Yeah, you can't open half the pages anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
So,
Poor sod that had to clear it out.
well, yeah. The 36-year-old filth fan had spent 15 years amassing the most thorough collection of spank mags in Britain. He was known to fellow collectors as the Godfather of Grot.
Grot. Grot as
I've
well.
heard that word for ages.
Oh, that's
you
grotty.
You grotty little man.
Grot. The godfather of it.
I am
This
Grot.
is how much he this is how much he kept up there. He stored a vast collection of magazines dating from 1962 up until 1999 in his loft.
So he's gone from
Jesus.
full bush.
Wow.
He's actually seen the evolution of full bush to clean shaven. He's got every single stage.
You've knocked this. You've opened this right up, mate. Right there.
No
Let's
way.
get onto that.
No
So
way.
I just want to go back to the Godfather, right? To the Godfather of Grot. I could imagine we were saying about, you know, magazines. You would always find a dirty magazine somewhere in the forest when you was a kid, right?
Yeah.
You can imagine he comes across one and he is like the guy, my boy.
Come
They've massacred my
Look
boy.
how they massacred my boy.
Can you imagine though? He's just like he's like Don Corleone, yeah.
Mate, do you know what? This is actually so strange. This happens all the time. So we're talking about books and magazines. I watched a film last night that I should have seen ages ago, and it's actually like a really old film, like from early 90s, and that's about a book. Have you seen the Ninth Gate with Johnny Depp?
No, I've never seen it.
No.
Oh,
I
mate,
think I've
it's
seen a bit of it,
it's really
but
weird. Like he's basically a book collector, but like rare books. And there's a book apparently that was written in like I don't know 1650 or something by a man that supposedly co-wrote it with the devil, like Lucifer himself. So they burnt him at the stake. But there's only 3 of these books in existence, and 2 of them are apparently fake. So he gets paid by this lunatic billionaire who owns this book to go and verify, like compare it with the others to see what one is real. Because he paid like millions of pounds for this book. But apparently, if you read it, the actual one, it summons the devil.
Okay.
But obviously they use it. They go down they use it in Hollywood. So they have like all the rich and famous people meet up once a year and all in like black hoods and try and summon the devil because they thank the devil for their fame. It's actually really good, but it's just weird that it was about a book. And yeah, I'll stop rambling now. But yeah,
And that was Johnny Depp.
Check it. But yeah, really young in it. Really young. Really good film. Really good film though. Yeah, Ninth Gate is called. Really good.
Yeah.
Sorry, Will. Sorry, mate. It wasn't quite as good as Paul, but there was some titties in it though, which was alright.
no, winning.
Oh, I did win.
I've got a picture of the fella here, Tom.
Excellent.
The porn intellectual or
The
collector.
porn extraordinaire.
You
What
ready?
happened about the bush? The bush segment.
Don't worry.
Oh, we'll get to that.
Don't worry.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah.
Don't rush it, you beaver hunter.
Are you ready to-
What the beaver say when he had a leak? Damn it.
Yeah. Okay.
It's funny because Will's so annoyed. Will somehow the amount of things Will says and he's offended by that joke is absolutely like mind blowing to me.
Oh no. Damn it.
Terrible.
Oh,
This is terrible.
Jesus.
Mate.
I mean, yeah, it
Right,
worked
you
great. Go on.
Are you ready to see this fine specimen?
Of course.
Actually, firstly, I'd like to know what you think he'd look like.
I
Well, you
think he's
can't-
quite old.
You said something out of George Orwell, so I'm imagining a slender, older gentleman about 60 with like comb over, possibly wearing a boiler suit with a calculator in his pocket. I'm just thinking of George Orwell's 1982, but
I imagine James May.
oh, that's a
Really? Sort of going
shout.
old, are we both going old?
No, I don't think that. I'm thinking George Orwell's not. I'm thinking you wouldn't let him babysit your kids. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, definitely, yeah, definitely.
Oh, okay, so I was right.
Have you got like a
Joe Wilkinson.
I mean,
That
Mr.
sort of-
Burns.
yeah, you know, without the beard, kind of.
Joe Wilkinson without the
Joe
beard. It's a long hair.
Okay.
Still got leaky funnel.
Got arse like a trapdoor boy.
My ass has no latch.
Come on in. I'm itching.
Sorry, here we go. Ready?
We all need to see this.
Warlock.
Absolute.
What's it not
Yeah.
sending?
So this gentleman here looks like Harry Kane if he got hit by a bus.
Jesus Christ.
He's got like a long face, a very badly receding hairline.
White long
He
face.
he looks like
He
a
looks
child killer. I'm gonna say it.
He looks like a disfigured peanut M&M.
If a kid goes missing in your street, he's the first door you're knocking on.
He looks like he uses 5 head and shoulders because his forehead is that big.
He looks like those.
meat
He
on
looks
his
like a space raider crisp.
Yeah, that is what he looks like.
His
That
face shape
is
is a
what he
space
looks like.
raider
That's
crisp,
very
mate.
true.
I don't care. That is what he looks like.
That is him, yeah. Oh. Magneto, yeah,
Magneto. Megamind. Oh, mate, classic. Love that, Will. Thank you for that.
No problem.
I like that.
So there we are. I hope that sort of helps the narrative in your minds.
Definitely.
where this might be
Absolutely.
going.
So,
the
but he
next part of the
died,
story-
right?
Well, yeah. The next part of this story seems to go into the like you were saying, perhaps the engineering problems that
Logistics.
you might come across when storing this much
Filth.
smut. Yeah,
Okay.
filth.
Okay.
So, the next part is entitled stress.
Oh, I
he
bet there
begged
was a
to
lot of that.
strengthen the floor of his attic, and the stress of more than 2 tons of gentlemen's periodicals weighing down was just too much for the building. And last November, the whole lot came through and landed on top of the unmarried widow. Oh, sorry. Let me read
Shock.
that again.
Shock
Let me
that
read
he
that
was
again.
unmarried.
Hold on, mate. Let me read that again. 2 tons of gentlemen's periodicals weighing down was just too much for his building. And last November, the whole lot came through and landed on top of the unmarried window cleaner and pinned him to the bed, slowly crushing him to death.
I mean, to be fair, that would kill you. 2 ton of
I would-
anything would kill
Yeah,
you.
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, because it would
So-
come down all in one go, wouldn't it? And
It would just crush your
wipe
body.
you out. Yeah.
I heard if you fold it 48 times, it reaches the moon.
It
It will.
I've got a question for you. What would you rather? Would you rather be crushed in a submarine at 80,000 feet or killed by 2 ton of pornography?
2 ton,
Porn.
2 ton of porn.
Porn.
No, I
There you
think
go.
submarine because you wouldn't know anything
Nah.
about it.
Nah.
Oh, no,
porn.
no.
The last
Just
thing you'd
the-
see, you
Mate,
just
how-
hope that it'd be a good issue steaming towards you. The last thing you see, rather than like your worst one. You know, you've always got a shit one. Like, it's a rubbish one. That one.
No, it'll be the ones on the bottom, wouldn't it? So it'll be the ones that your liver picks up. Oh, I didn't want that one.
Oh yeah,
Oh, but the old
Be crushed to death
ones.
by the ones on the bottom. isn't
Yeah,
it?
the
Yeah.
ones that have
Ki-
coffee rings on them.
sexy
That's
gilfs.
it,
Like,
Yeah, not even white anymore. They're just beige.
yeah, the gilf
Like
edition.
A gilf
His nan got
edition.
for him because of the way
Oh.
it's just a
Yeah.
phase.
She's
Yeah,
got
they're-
I don't like that one.
trying to masturbate the devil
Yeah.
away.
Yeah, the ones that look like an old pirate's like treasure map. Like that old, like
Vintage. I think they're called.
oh booty, like grotty booty.
Aye.
Where's all the rum gone?
So yeah, he was pinned, apparently pinned, unless he was it hit him and sort of incapacitated him or broke some bones that meant he was unable to move. Just
Suffocated
as it
him.
still just it was
Well,
falling
it
on
broke
top of
his
him or
ribs
whatever.
and like he collapsed his lung or something.
He might have died by
Maybe,
1,000
so he
paper
couldn't
cuts.
actually move.
Oh, imagine.
Maybe,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh,
One got him in the
maybe.
wrong place.
You never
Yeah.
know, mate. You never know.
An inquest at the coroner's court in London heard tragic Tom suffered an agonising death over 3 days.
Who's pinned down by it?
Pinned down, yeah. This
3
is-
days, so he starved to
I
death.
have to say that I don't know. No, you could live longer. We would have dehydrated probably.
Hmm.
If
know
you
what,
just
I was
stayed
gonna-
there.
I was gonna say like a pirate. I'm starving.
Do you know the most agonising thing of that
Shut
of
up,
being in that
Alex.
situation if you weren't dead? If that fell in and you weren't dead, right, and you was like compos mentis just in a bit of pain, you would
Still have a wank.
be so horny. Yeah, no, you'd be so horny but you physically both my luck would be it'd fall open on my favourite page or pages, that both my arms would be broken.
Yeah.
That would be more annoying than starving to death.
You just
It'd
start
be like
rubbing
Jane in
yourself
Between
against
Us.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, that would actually be like that's like
Just a
hell. That's what I
film.
imagine hell is.
It's just a film, mum.
Just a film, just a normal film.
He's got his arm like this. Yeah. So yeah, he was crushed to death, and he was dying slowly. 3 days. I would have thought, unless it was a completely detached house, that someone would have heard something like that. A whole floor giving out.
Yeah, but could you imagine he was your neighbour? You'd give him a wide berth, wouldn't you? He's obviously a fucking weirdo. You ain't. I don't care. I ain't gonna. Mate, I don't give a gunshots, man. I'm not gonna save you because you're in absolute danger.
Maybe it's like the submarine. Everyone was going, well, obviously that's not safe. They've gone like that for ages, and the neighbours were going, well, we know what that was.
Yeah.
Should we look for him? Nah. Nah.
He's happy. He's happy.
Just look for the letterbox. You can just see his like limp body under a load of magazines. Is he all right? He's fine.
Yeah, he's in a world of porn.
I reckon, right? I reckon he was sitting by the telly, and he'd just broken his stool that he put his feet on, so he put a bunch of porn mags down, sitting there going, you know, if only they were a little bit taller, and then it'll just go.
Yeah. Do you reckon he has porn mags for every occasion? Like oh, someone puts a coffee mug down and he thinks like, whoa, wait for the coaster, and it's just a cut out round circle with a bit of porno mag. Like everything, like it's like wallpaper.
Yeah.
He's got Sky, but only the porn channels. Everyone else is blocked. He does it backwards. Like.
No, but he names it all porn first. So, like, when you say coaster, he's like, oh, let me get a porn star. Like, can you imagine? Like, it just, like, it's just instead of a sock, let me just get a cock. Like, just put that on. Yeah. Like, they're all porn related. Yeah.
The thing is, though, also, like, you'd have to go up in the loft and get them. And we're living in the age of technology. Like, surely, do you reckon he's just kept
I think
for, like, memories?
Yeah, and to sell in later date. Because, mate, I saw this one of these auction programs that you get, you know, Dickens's Real Deal and all that. And one of them was old football programs of Sheffield Wednesday.
Oh yeah, they go for dough.
Mate, they were fortunes. This little old lady had sold them, and her husband had died, and he had collected them over the years. And we're talking like 7 or 8 grand for this collection.
Each?
No, just like a collection. Yeah,
that's still a lot of money for an old match day, but it probably cost 5 pence back in the day.
Yeah.
Mad.
So collect them. Which I get.
How much were porn mags to buy? Have you ever bought a porn mag?
I mean, they got to be around the same sort of size.
They're like £9 or £8, £8.99.
Yeah, £8.99.
You reckon?
Yeah, same sort of like.
How much did front
or whatever.
How much was front? Front used to be like £4.99, didn't it, or £3.99?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
No, maybe dearer than that. £7.99, maybe. Yeah, something like that.
I reckon. Yeah,
probably. Yeah. But
good quality paper.
Yeah, it's that shiny paper, so you can just wipe it clean.
Although semen don't half stick to it though. Weirdly. you think they'd make it with like some kind of semen repellent
latex?
Do you know what I mean? Like let's create a book that people are definitely going to wank to. Sorry, Will.
I was just thinking, imagine going around his house if you went around his house at Christmas time, rather than just having Christmas cards up, there's just like taped to the wall. Oh, this is my favourite edition from 1966.
Just got a revolving purple cock on top of his Christmas tree instead of a star. Absolute degenerate, that.
Yeah, but he's got porn before the star, hasn't he? He's got porn before the star on the top of the tree. So it's just porn star.
Yeah, like he's you know, people get Christmas cards made up. He's got one, but it's all in really provocative positions, like him bent over, like pouring in his hand, like Merry Christmas, Nan.
Coming to you from my heart.
Yeah, give us a kiss with like mistletoe above his like old boy and that.
Anyway, shall I read on? So yeah, we've just heard that he suffered horribly, unfortunately, over a period of 3 days. This is where it gets funny. Fellow members of the porn collection community, Heath Jameson, 62, told the Sunday Sport, Tom was the real leader of our little gang.
So he's basically, they're in a porn ring.
That doesn't sound
sound wrong, does it?
They're not coming to glory. Yeah.
They covered itself with something else, didn't they?
there was a few thousand of us across the country, and everyone looked up to him.
When they were on their knees. When they were on their knees.
Everyone
Yeah.
looked up to him.
Playing Soggy Biscuit.
Oh.
His
Jesus.
collection was out of this world. He even had a copy of the 1981 mag Ginger Lady Bits, of which only 100 were ever printed.
Oh, that's worth a fortune. That.
Say that again, Will.
He said, so this is his friend commenting on him. His collection was out of this world. He even had a copy of the 1981 mag Ginger Lady Bits, of which only 100 were ever printed.
Is that because everyone's repulsed by ginger people?
Yeah. Oh, they loved them back then, didn't they? 1981.
Cool, nice bit of ginger bush, mate.
Oh.
That's it, yeah.
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 It'd be like looking at two of the Proclaimer's eyebrows.
That was good.
I'm on my way.
Wake up!
Aha, 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 aha.
And I know I'm gonna be. Sorry, Will. Again.
That's what I mean. Yeah, we are coming to the end of this, but there's a bit more to say. Is there anything you guys want to comment about this fella and his community?
I mean, I'm not surprised there's a community because I guarantee if you look up a subreddit for it, it's there. Let's be honest, there's a subreddit for everything.
If you are,
That's weird, though, isn't it?
yeah, if I now reading porn or collecting porn, okay, it's a bit niche, but I can see why people would do it. Everyone watches porn, women, men, transgender, non-fluid. Everyone must watch porn, right? You just say children?
Well, I mean, I did when I was a kid.
No, that's fine. Children can watch it. It's when you flip it around that's not right. No, but like, do you know what I mean? Like, so yeah, that's your punishment. No, Dad, no.
Jesus Christ.
So I would be like, even if you went, boys, come round, I've found this porn collection, like let's smoke about it, we'll laugh about it. But as soon as one of you says we're now in a gang, I'm leaving because as soon as you put gang and any kind of sexual thing together, it doesn't sound it don't end well.
Doesn't.
Yeah, that's it.
I'll give you an example. Gang rape.
Yeah.
Now that's the worst kind of rape, surely.
Yeah.
There's nothing fun about being in that gang. Gary Glitter,
like...
do you want to be in my gang? Need I carry on? There's many. As soon as you mention gang, it doesn't sound good.
Yeah,
it doesn't sound good.
Sex
like
gang.
Everything times however many people are in a gang, isn't it?
Yeah, grooming gang. Nothing sounds good when you say gang
There's
on the
6
end of
people
it.
in there. It's like it's happened 6 times.
Can you imagine they all had rings like Power Rangers, so they were like,
Go Mega Nonce. They just go into a massive trench coat with long shaggy hair.
Yeah, they all get on each other's shoulders.
Yeah. Just stroll the woods to like expose themselves.
Oh Jesus!
That's the weirdest one, isn't it? The ones that just expose themselves, but not. I'm not saying to kids, obviously, but I'm saying like ones that do it to like women in car parks.
Flashers.
That's so strange. Yeah, but what are you getting out of that? There's no. It's
weird.
not like they're masturbating and doing it. They literally do it. I know it must be like, well, it's obviously a thrill thing, but that's one thing I've never understood. I've never understood that.
But like, oh, she's seen me knob.
Yeah, but she's not going to think, oh my God, he's the love of my life. They're repulsed by you. It's not like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you can say that
Do
about
they get off
everything
on
else.
that,
You
or-
know?
No, but like
Must do.
rapists, but like, absolutely
Don't-
no way in this
don't
world am I condoning
Even
rapists.
sit there and
No.
say what I think you're about to say.
No, but I'm saying, unless they're
God,
getting
say
something
it.
out of it.
That's what I mean. You can't say
I
that.
can, no, but it's true. It's true. At least they're getting something out of it. Like
Struggle cuddle.
You know, like the Chinese and Japanese, they love all that. They love all that. I watched a documentary on it.
What tape?
No.
It's called a snuff film, Josh.
No,
A
yeah.
snuff film.
I did have to put 4 VPNs on to watch it, to be fair. No, they
I love the fact that you just said, well, if we're talking about the logistics of the whole thing, if it's a give and take sort of scenario, then we might as well talk about non-food. That's
I
fine.
mean, no, but like like in Japan, there's like I think Stacey Dooley done it because she ain't happy with nothing, is she, Stacey Dooley? She just
Oh, I like
hates
Stacey
everything.
Dooley.
Yeah, but
does quite a
she's a
lot,
bit
doesn't
of
she?
a miserable no, isn't she? Like, her face fucking irritates me, but
If you was interviewing a rapist, you would be at all.
no, but she moans about everything. Like, like she's like even when it's like. I
Yeah, we
can't
get
think
it. It's
of
bad,
now.
all right?
Yeah, God,
Yeah,
stop
like
going
gay
on about
people
it.
getting
But
prosecuted.
in Japan, they actually do all like China. They love all that. You know when it's a big epidemic when you get on the train and men like will touch women on the train. It's
Oh,
like a
yeah.
big. It's
Yeah,
like a. It's,
yeah, yeah,
it's
that
called
is.
something, but it's like $1 billion industry. So even that, the thrill they're getting is like they're actually physically touching someone with a flasher. You're doing it from a mile away. You can barely make out the person. I sound like I'm like in the Flashers Club or something, but I
Flashes
don't.
gang.
Yeah.
I could barely make out. I could only see the headlights, but there was definitely someone there.
Yeah. No, do you know what I mean? How many Macs are you buying? That's
They
another
might just
thing.
have one. They just keep washing.
Oh, only
No,
one, yeah.
No, you'd have
Unless
to
they
have
want
more than
in
one
different
Mac.
colours.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what you'd
Maybe
have.
they
yeah.
maybe they cut the front off so you can still see
Yeah,
the knob edge.
like
not-
Valentine's Day, you'd wear a red one.
It's not
Or if you do it-
Joseph's coloured dream coat. Like.
I thought you were going to say Joseph Fritzl. It's not. They're not Joseph Fritzl. They haven't got a coat for every occasion. Well, I'm just saying. Like, obviously, don't expose yourself to people. But I would say it's one of the lesser crimes, sexual crimes. I'd say.
Yeah.
I don't
and-
think-
Because if
No,
someone
Josh
flashed
was
me,
just
I'd be
saying-
like, whatever. Like, alright, sick. Like, I've seen a million dicks. Like, I've played football. I've showered with geezers. Like, do you know what I mean? And the women are like, no, I've showered with geezers. Like,
Yeah, you know when
I've
you're
been
in the
around
gym
dicks.
or whatever.
But like, women will be like, someone will get a flash, and women will be like, oh, I can see him in my nightmares. You've just seen a geezer's gone, opened his coat.
Yeah,
Like,
but
calm the
that's
fuck down.
traumatic. That is
Is it,
traumatic.
Alex, if a
course
woman
it is.
flashed you,
Yeah,
if a
considering,
disgusting
like-
woman flashed you, would you lose any sleep over it? Or would you
No,
just
I'd
get back 10
laugh.
minutes later?
I'd laugh.
Exactly,
But
exactly.
we know that we're like
Flashes.
we're always in the usually men are in the position of strength, aren't they? So that's why we just laugh at it. That's why
Yeah,
we can walk
but-
home from the pub
okay,
and
okay,
shit
so-
like that, you know?
So if you was in the woods, right, we're walking home at night, say Mill Meadow, right near us. If you're walking home at night, it would scare the shit out of you. But say there was a geezer in the bushes and he jumped out and he opened his coat and he was naked and then run off. Like, obviously you'd be scared because it's your reaction to be scared, but you wouldn't be like... I wouldn't be thinking about it for days. I'd be thinking, cool, that was a weird thing that geezer done. What a weirdo. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't be like, oh, I'm going to tell the police geezer got his old boy out. Like, if anything,
Yeah.
I would then drop my pants and be like, two can play that game.
No, I think it depends on the person, doesn't it? I think, you know, if look at right, this I know it's fictional, I know it's fictional, right? But
Yeah.
like Pulp Fiction, you know, bring out the gimp, that scene.
You're gonna
where...
say John Travolta? Oh, right, okay.
Yeah,
Him
no,
sleeping.
no, yeah. No, but bring out the gimp and Mr. Morales. No, what's his name,
Morello.
Mr.
Oh no, it's
Wallace.
Marcellus
Wallace.
Marcellus Wallace.
Marcellus Wallace.
He gets raped, doesn't he, by Zed? And
That is quite
yeah.
hard to watch. That.
Yeah,
to be
it
fair.
is.
That's
It
quite
is.
tough to watch.
But
that
he
scene.
doesn't
Range,
sit there
yeah.
and go, oh, he doesn't like cry in the corner.
No,
He's
he does.
like-
He does.
No.
He does exactly that.
No, he gets crackheads to come down with a blowtorch.
Yeah, and gets medieval
Yeah.
on him. That's fair
He
enough.
gets medieval on it, as he says. And then, you know, so I think it depends on the person, doesn't it? If
You're talking about
I-
two different things, Alex.
No,
You're talking
no,
about
no,
someone
no,
being
you're not.
actually
Talking about
raped and
No,
someone
no,
being like
no.
flashed.
yeah,
Depends
yeah,
on the
but
person. Right. What are you talking? What are you saying? So
Uh,
it depends
so
on who flashes
it depends.
You or
No, it depends on the person it depends on the victim, doesn't it? Because if I don't know, my missus was to get flashed, she would probably sit there and laugh.
She say, Alex, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Get out the
No,
bushes.
but she would laugh. But I don't think it would mentally.
Get out
Yeah,
the hard
mentally,
shoulder,
you know.
Alex.
Yeah, no. Do you know what? No,
But
you're
then-
probably right. It might play on your mind. I guess if you're like, if you're in a car park on your own, or I
Yeah.
guess he probably would put you on edge a little bit. But yeah, you're probably right, Will. Men just tend to be more. I think you're less in a position
We're
of
usually in a position
um,
of power, aren't we?
yeah.
And,
yeah.
I mean, I'm not
Unless it was
saying
a
it
gang
doesn't
of
happen,
flashes.
Yeah,
Then
in which case, we
Listen,
circle
yeah.
back,
but every
don't
time I say gang, yeah, I can just imagine there's a load of flashes, but I can always imagine it like West Side Story. They're like,
Just
all like singing a cappella, like
Yeah.
flash, flash, flash.
we? Yeah, like training. Yeah,
Like Grease.
they make a circle round you.
Yeah. I've
All at the
got a
same time, open the
little
coat.
wee wee for you.
For the
Look at my oompa loompa. Dickety dee.
Now I'm gonna run behind this tree. Sorry.
yeah.
Um,
Right, where were we? Oh yeah, so he's so yeah, we get into the bit that you've already sussed out, Josh.
Go
So
on.
he's got one of these rare magazines,
The
with
gingers.
the ginger lady bits, yeah, which I think is actually quite an unoriginal title. They should have gone for something like
didn't think much about that, did they?
no, so like I haven't got anything at the moment.
Fiery
Dreaming Nights is all I'm
autumn.
thinking about. Fiery Autumn's good.
Fiery autumn.
Strawberry blonde pleasure.
Yeah, strawberry blonde Sunday. It could be the Sunday edition, but also like the dessert, you know.
Ginger pie.
That's not so good.
No.
I'm gonna
No.
give.
Alright.
Wasn't saying that.
You know, I haven't got
gonna
much
give you a
experience of
ginger
naming
pie.
Paul Mags. Sorry.
Little rodent red squirrel.
Oh. Oh.
Right. Yeah, wait till you see a little rodent. Oh no.
Get your rat out.
Yeah, ginger lasagna.
Rat up a drain pipe.
Oh.
Right, we're nearing the end. So this is again his friend Heath Jameson, talking. His
Heath.
mags, Heath, yeah. His mags were all pristine, and he had nothing after 1999.
No,
This is it.
that's pissed in. No.
We're all pristine. Yeah. They had nothing after 1999. He reckoned that was the cut-off date for when the girls stopped having bushes.
1999, yeah?
There we go, yeah, 1999.
So when we got into the
Thank
2000s.
thank God I was only 8. 'Cause I've been furious.
So in
Well, they
2000, they were completely bald, were they?
They were off then. That was climate change. Took them all off.
Like a naked
Yeah.
roll
It was,
rat.
it was getting too warm. The ice caps were melting. It was getting too warm. I mean, I'm sweating. It's like a swamp down there.
Oh. Is there any more?
Yeah, there's a little bit more. He reckoned the cut-off date for when the girls stopped having bushes was 1999. It's sad that he died like this, but at least he died surrounded by what he loved most.
Yes, mate.
The coroner
Yes.
Brilliant.
recorded a verdict of accidental death. There we
You
are.
can't really blame anyone, can you?
Well, blame the porn industry.
Can't really. They never asked him to buy 2 ton of it, did they?
No, that's true.
Yeah.
Like, you shouldn't have 2 ton of anything.
You could blame
It's like-
you could blame the
It's
local
like blaming
shop.
jacuzzi for people who drown.
Yeah. I'm gonna sue the sea because I drowned. Like, it's like that guy in Turkey that killed by that shark. They went and killed the shark. But that's not fucking fair, is it? Like, why the would you... Okay, it's a
Yeah.
man-eater, but you're in its home. You can't just go around
Yeah.
killing sharks then because it ate someone. You was told not to swim there and you did. That's the end of it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I feel like... I mean, that story is crackers. And I'm conflicted as to whether I don't know if that is... I'm actually leaning towards that might be true, you know?
Okay.
Was it on any other tabloids that we know about, or was it only that one that was been reported on?
I don't actually know.
That's mad.
Hmm.
And he was English, this guy, sorry.
Yeah,
Oh, he's English. Okay.
I believe
Well.
so. I mean, it's
That's
in the
mad.
Sunday
That's actually
Sports
mad.
English paper. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
it's crazy.
So
Yeah,
then
That
he
is
was
actually
crushed by
bonkers, mate.
his 2-ton porn collection.
That's
Mental.
that is nuts.
Well, is it time to give our thoughts?
Isn't it? Yeah.
I think Will should go first.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, of course.
Well, I mean, It does seem a bit strange. I don't know. I'm sort of erring on this isn't life. Like unless he really did just put 2 tons of porn mags, like that's a shit ton of paper.
That is a shit ton.
You know, I'm wondering. I'm thinking of the weight of like a batch of A4. I mean that is
That's quite heavy. That is quite heavy. I reckon that'd kill you.
The ones you get for the printer when you get they're heavy.
A ream.
You
of
picked up a
paper.
box of them?
Yeah.
Like
mate,
a whole cup. They're heavy, mate.
Yeah.
To
heavy,
be
aren't
fair.
they? Yeah.
2 ton.
So it's
That's
quite heavy.
like-
But
that's
then a
like 2
magazine.
skips.
Then a magazine. What? Let's say out a ream of paper, because they're called a ream. If you didn't know, but a ream of paper, you'd probably get what 4 or 5 magazines out of that.
Mate,
I think the magazine was, I suppose.
Well,
yeah, it depends. Maybe no, I reckon. Yeah, probably maybe about that. Yeah, yeah. So
That's mad.
he's
That
got a
is-
shit ton. But then it makes me think like, typically, an attic is just one big open space in
Yeah.
the top
Yeah.
of your house. So it goes over different rooms, which means it would have strength. There'll be some areas where below the porn mags, is a wall. This is not going to break through that.
no, but if
It's only
Only over the
he's
bits that
I
are,
thought
like
that.
there's nothing beneath it. So
I-
either he has more than 2 tons and it's just 2 tons that fell on him.
maybe
And there's
Or he's
boards
put
and there's
everything in one
joists as
space.
well.
Maybe it
Isn't
got
it?
damp.
You'd have to
That's
get through all of it.
might
That's a lot to
have.
get.
No, it might not have been on board. So let's hypothetically say it wasn't on boards. It was just on the insulation.
Or the
Oh,
joists.
mate,
To
you
be
need
fair
2
though,
tons to do that. You could put your foot through it.
could have been damp. Could have been
It's
damp
quite-
right away.
it's quite common, isn't it, when people like run baths and they let them overfill, they can
Yeah.
go into your downstairs. So
Yeah.
I guess it can
I
happen.
mean, yeah, it's not impossible. It's just, and then the fact that he couldn't get up unless it really incapacitated him, and he just like died over.
That's the bit that throws it for me, I think.
Yeah, but then it does say that there was a coroner's report, but then it's not very specific. It just says an inquest at the coroner's court in London.
Yeah, but then we also read last week that a woman got f***ing hammered by 2 aliens. So where do we draw the line?
Yeah, if we did this podcast to maybe make this line a little bit more clearer, we have done anything but make it worse.
That is
So
very true.
So
Not
true.
anything but make it better. Sorry, I mean, the line is more. I don't even know where it is.
No.
So
more
true.
blurred than
The
it's
line
ever
is a
been.
dot to you.
Yeah.
So what are you
Feels
going
so
with,
far
Will?
away.
The line
it's
is
the
a
first time
folded
I'm
bit of
genuinely
paper.
sort of torn.
Folded bit of
Yeah.
paper 48 times away.
What are you Natalie and Imbruglia? Are you torn?
I don't get that joke, mate. I'm sorry.
You don't know
What?
Torn by Natalie and Imbruglia? Down and broken on the floor. Illusion never changed
Oh yeah, yeah. I know
into
that song, I
something
just don't
real.
know the
Come
chords.
on.
Sorry, mate. Sorry.
Yeah. Neck Deep did a brilliant cover of that.
They do.
Oh yeah.
They do.
Neck Deep still about?
Yeah.
I
Neck deep in the pussy, mate.
Yeah. Well, old
someone.
Pawnee McGee. Yeah. 2 ton of that. 2 ton of pussy. Kill you.
Well, what am I going to say?
If you don't know, we're all fucked a
It's
bit.
probably not. It's probably not like. I mean, we've seen those like hoarders and stuff. Like hoarders have been killed by. I mean, admittedly, the stuff usually is this in the same room, and they've just made a little like pathway through all the mountain of shit up every single
Yeah.
side.
Dead
Stacks of-
rats and
and it
cats
always-
and shit. And...
Why is it
Yeah.
always stacks of newspapers? What are they doing with newspapers?
Good point.
Because I guess it's the
Doesn't
easiest
seem
thing
that
to
far
hold.
off now, actually, is it?
Mm.
Yeah, I
No,
suppose
it
so.
doesn't. No, now
Or
you've
maybe
said
it's their
that.
job.
Now you've said that, I'm actually
Maybe I'll say this is life. This is life.
Oh,
Mm,
you
okay.
changed your own mind there, didn't you? That was
I
class.
did, mate. Yeah, I did.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll say this is life, boys. What are you saying?
Alex?
I believe that he collects them. I
No?
think
Really?
that's yeah, I do. I think that's not normal, but I don't think it's that weird. Is he in a gang of collectors? I don't think they sit around going and comparing like Pokemon cards, but I would sit there and say that, you know, maybe there is a community for it. I guarantee there's a community for it. And 2 tons kill him. 2 tons fell on him. When they fall, they're not going to fall directly on you. And let's be honest, if you used to, how high are your ceilings? So, you know, yes, it's 2 tons of magazines. I think that you may break some bones, which he clearly did because he laid there for 3 days. Yeah, but the weight would spread instantly. As soon as on impact, it's going to spread.
Yeah, but 2 ton is so much, Alex.
Yeah, but he didn't die straight away.
No, but falling straight.
He died 3 days later.
Yeah, but no, but probably what it was, you would get, well, as it fell, you would get a load of them at one time.
Yeah.
And they would just keep coming eventually. The whole weight of it would knock you down and hurt you, but they would keep coming.
Yeah.
So you'd be like covered. Do you know what I mean?
I think
Yeah.
I'm very, very torn.
Horny.
No, I'm very torn because for me, I feel like if 2 tons of paper was on me, I'd be able to shuffle about enough to be able to get out.
Not if you had a broken neck.
But this is assuming that this guy hasn't, had any, physical trauma.
Well, they didn't say it, so I'm gonna say he didn't. But I would imagine if I couldn't move my legs, 2 ton is a lot. It is a lot. That's a lot of weight. Yeah.
They were all in pristine condition as well, so maybe one came down, got him right in the.
Oh yeah.
Right in the jugular.
Yeah.
Right in the neck.
Right on the bridge of the old nose.
But I think I just feel you would be able to get out of it if you tried hard enough.
Baby.
If you tried hard enough, you'd be able to get out. And that's, I'm gonna say that this is life, I think, but I don't think he died the way they've said. Oh no, he definitely did. He was drowned in it. Drowned in porn.
Drowned in, not pussy.
Okay.
What are you saying, Josh?
After analysing it in my brain hole, I've come to the conclusion that I think it's actually real. This is life. Because I think you would die. I think if that, well, you wouldn't die instantly, but I think 2 ton of anything fell on you. 2 ton of them balls you get in, like kids' play areas, them little like ball pit. If 2 ton of them fell on it would do damage. 2 ton is 2 ton regardless. It's like the old fable. What would fall first, 2 ton of bricks or 2 ton of feathers?
Yeah.
But his weighs exactly the same. So, I'm going to go, this is life. I think that probably, and after looking at him, and he's like looking at a human beef space radar, he's definitely died like that.
Pickled onion.
That's so fitting for the way he died. Yeah, no, this is life, absolutely.
All right, this is free. This isn't live.
Trick.
Jesus.
Hat trick. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, I enjoyed that one.
Space radar, I'll be honest.
We do need to pass the baton.
Yeah, we do need to.
Let's not forget.
I'll hand it to Josh.
Oh, William. That's very kind of you. Okay, I will do my best to bring. I'm feeling quite like I want to mock religion again, so I'll try and find a religious one if I can.
Here we go.
Let's see what God's got. Let's see what God's got about him, because he ain't done nothing so far. So let's see what he's got about him. No, I know he wouldn't dare, would he? Ain't got the minerals, is he? No, if anything happens to me, then you know who done it. If anything happens to me after this pod, you know who's done it. But no, thanks, Will. I will make sure that it is a belter.
Good man.
Well, you can.
Have you got to shoot off now, Josh? You ain't got long, have you?
I haven't got long. No, actually, I'm going to see Parky. He's already messaged me, funnily enough, and he said, I presume I'll get another nod this week as we're meeting after the pod. And I said, you already have, mate. And he went, haha, little Easter egg for next Tuesday. So he's our number one fan, actually.
He is. He's our number one fan, and we are going to have Parky on. We're going to have Parky on as soon as the Patreon goes up. And if you want to follow the development of the Patreon, you can find it all at This Isn't Life Pod on Twitter. We can find. I am getting a transition in. You can do that where you can find our link tree. All the links are there. All the links to our YouTube, our Spotify, our TikTok, just all of it. All the website, everything you want, and 10% off your dubby, which you hear every week.
Of course, yeah.
But if you joined the Patreon, you wouldn't have to hear that.
No, you
wouldn't
wouldn't.
have to.
You wouldn't. So if you're sick of hearing us talk about Dubby, then f***ing cough up, stop it tight, and you can have no adverts and Parky coming in your ears. So,
but just before we go, let's talk about Dubby.
Let's not. Before we go, there is a little. Will always likes to hear stories from Josh's past.
I do, yeah.
And I'm gonna bring one up of when Josh was a wee young lad. And he decided to have a slush puppy. And it didn't come out a normal colour.
no.
Did it, Josh?
No, it did not. It come out. Was it blue or green?
It was green.
It was like I shat out a baby Hulk, and I think I was so traumatized and scared. I was like, Mum, come and have a look. I remember it. It's one of my first memories. I remember looking at it through my legs as it was coming out, thinking, "Oh, the Grinch is reaching out. The Grinch is reaching out of my rectum to grab the toilet water."
Is that coming up or is it going out?
I felt like how Kevin Bacon felt in Tremors.
the Grinch that stole poo.
Yeah, mate. Honestly, it was actually it was terrifying. But I'll tell you what I will do since I'm going out with Parky.
infamous
I will ask him if there's any stories, because most stories involve him. To be honest, most stories we're always together. So I will ask him, Will, because I know how much you love a story. So I will make it my mission.
You've had some real crackers, mate. I'd love to hear some more.
I will. I promise you. Leave it with me. I will find you one.
Okay,
All right.
Perfect.
Well, that's it for this week. So check out the Twitter, check out the YouTube Shorts. New one coming every Wednesday, and
Have a good week.
yeah, see you later.
And
Take
earn
care,
a few
everyone.
quid.
What?